believe it or not, and you better believe this because it's outlandish. But I had this kid tell me, I had this kid tell me that the school shootings were done by black kids. What? What the fuck's wrong with you? Like, what is wrong with you? And see, let's rewind the tape a little bit. Cause this shit happened like a handful of years ago. 2018, I think, when like school shootings were just the news was filled with the school shootings. Now we're all jaded. It's like, oh, another school, like another shooting or another this or that. It's like, yo, that's America at this point. That's the world we live in. That's not okay though. Let's rewind the tape, okay? Now, I like most people. Small doses. I like people, but I don't like them that much. In small doses, when I know, like, and this is my problem with commitment, I don't know, but I like people when I know that I don't really have to spend a whole lot of time with them. I enjoy people's company. Once they start, like, looking for my time and, like, to me, I think of it as cutting into my life and have expectations for my presence. I start to push that shit away. So I get along with most people and I like them and I enjoy being around them, and it seems like they enjoy being around me too. It makes work a lot more fun in that sense. So when it comes down to, they say the three things you don't ask someone about: religion, their religious views, what they believe in, how much money they make, self-explanatory, and their politics. Man, there's a reason for that. What's the reason? Shit gets too heated. It starts to expose an ugly side of people that you may or may not want to see. Especially if your views don't align, you can really jeopardize a friendship. And so, at this point, it's like, especially with, there's so much static, like there's so much, everything's so heated, everything's hot. And information just comes, it just whizzes by. It's hard to grasp, hard to decide what you think is real or not. Because not all information is good information. Now, the word information to me comes with, it naturally comes with an integrity. Information, if you're taking in information, it seems like a good thing. But these days with the internet, anyone could pump out anything. Everyone could just ooze out, just splooge out anything they want. And the internet validates that. Someone's going to believe it because someone was already thinking it and it's already going to confirm what they were believing. But these days, it's like, where are you getting your information? I don't know. What do you believe? I don't know. But at this point, COVID, politics, I'd rather not know what you think. Not that I don't want to have the conversation, because I'm cool with it. But I could easily like a person for who they are, the way for whatever little amount of interaction that I have with them, especially at work. But once you start to say some fucking ridiculous shit, I lose all respect for you. Like, what's going on up here when we're not just bullshitting about surface shit? So this kid, right? I used to be a beer merchandiser. And we were in the back, we were doing our back stock, blah, blah, blah. This kid worked for 7-Up. I worked for a beer company. Coors Light, Miller Coors. 2018, I want to say. Whatever, this and that. Oh, yeah, yo, whatever. Like, the vibe is different because, like, everyone's hidden in the back. So, yeah, fuzzy this and fuzzy that and fuck you and, oh, yeah, you're a this and a nah. Like, the conversations are fun. Because for me, it's like, if we're not fucking around and, like, I like to play a little rough. If we're not fucking around and talk a little ish, Like, that's my way of showing that I like you and that I'm comfortable around you. Some people aren't really having it, and that's cool, but like, it's not really, I can't really vibe with them as well. But eventually, I don't know I don't really remember the exact nature of the conversation, but it was something along the lines of these school shootings. I think one of them probably just happened, now that I think about it. Things start to get a little heated, the tone starts to get a little up, and then it starts to get a little ignorant. And the homeboy's like, the shooting's this, and we start to get into back and forth. Like, it was healthy at first until homeboy's like, yeah, the school shootings, they're blah, blah, blah. And it's like, man, it's all black kids. This is what he said. It's all black kids. What? Yo, like, just look into it. Historically, these school shootings, they're all fucking white kids. And it's not about race or proving one side in any sort of way or painting them in any light. But this kid seriously was arguing with me that the school shootings were all black kids. Which is, it's just not true. It's not true. Look up any one of them. Columbine, the fucking Sandy Hook, or the Florida kid, and the fucking all. Like, yo, go down the list. These are white kids, and it's not to knock white kids. But this is just what it is. This is his public domain. This is known fact. But obviously, he had something in his head. I can't even comprehend that. And so to me, it's like, yo, I was so fucking boiling inside. I couldn't even, I was speechless. What can you say to that kind of ignorance? Nothing. When someone has their mind made up about it's completely false, based in zero truth, what do you say? I was just like, it's so hard. I just wanted to say something, but it's so hard. And this was like in the tail end of the conversation, because eventually we're all like having to get back to what we're doing. I couldn't even, what can you say? You can't argue with stupidity. You're going to lose, and it just makes you look stupid, no matter how right you are. But it's like, yo, where are you coming up with this shit? So one could argue, well, yo, homeboy's racist. He was a white kid. I don't know. But the fucking shit that he was saying was fucking outlandish. Now, there's a difference between like a racially insensitive joke and being racist. There's a difference between comedy and ignorance and fear. But this kid was like, and he believed, he was so, you could tell just by the way he was saying it that he believed with everything that he had, the school shootings were done all by black kids, which is just fucking not true. The fact that somebody is so sure of something that's so untrue is just really, it's disappointing. And this kid's not an anomaly. Like, there's plenty of people out there who could have backed homeboy up. And that's just scary. That there's people out there like that who were so committed to a lie and to be like so unapologetic about it that you're gonna argue with me about it. So at this point, it's like, I'd rather not even bring shit. And again, I can handle it because I get passionate, but I don't really have my mind made up so strongly about really anything. Because back to the information part, it's like, it's hard for me to really trust anything. What are your sources? You might spit out to me some facts, but like, that's kind of just your interpretation of what you're reading. Do I necessarily trust you and your point of view? And that the information you're taking is going to be filtered through enough of an unbiased mind that you're going to be able to regurgitate it to me accurately enough for me to want to believe what you're saying? Yo, I just fucking nailed that. it's like, I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know what you think. I don't want to ruin my interpretation of who you are, because you may be a good person. Contrary to popular belief, there is still good in people that you may perceive as bad. People do bad things, or maybe they have hate in their hearts towards certain people, but they still might, within the people that they don't have hate in their heart for, do something kind to. Is there people out there who are just pure evil? I don't think that's really possible. Murderers, rapists, politicians, like foul people, they still do good things, like in the micro world of it. Like people are still capable of good. Like, you've heard it plenty of times, like when someone's exposed as this or that, rapist, killer, there's always an account from someone who close to them was like, I had no idea. I'm shocked that this person would do that. Because evil comes in many forms. And I don't think anyone wakes up completely evil, goes to bed completely evil, doing evil deeds throughout the however many hours that they're awake. I just don't think people are built like that. It's hard to comprehend. Because even good, on the flip side of it, even good people do bad things. We all have done bad things. We can all look back on our lives in a period in our life and be like, yo, I was on some bullshit. I regret doing this. I cringe at the memory of a certain screenshot or soundbite of my life, or even a whole chapter. Like, yo, I've done some foul shit and I'm not proud. We're all done shit that we're not proud of. That's a necessary element of life. It's a building block to get to where you want to be or hope to be. But to just believe in some shit that just, like, I would like to think that deep down, homeboy who was saying that the school shooting shit, on some level, he knew that wasn't true. Like, how can you, it's unconscionable. What? It's foul. Our idea of the world and how we try to integrate ourselves into it, it's really tough. And this may be kind of off topic, this may be off toffee. This may be a Heath Toffee bar. But like, ladies, I've seen some, I grew up on porn. Let's keep it a stack. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a penny. Let's keep it all the way one thowie wowie. The image of like what's beauty for women these days is it's so confusing. Like, these chicks want to inject their asses or place fucking knee pads in their asses. It's looking like a bug's life out here. You're just looking like a queen bee. It's like some of them look all right, but that's what's attractive? And men, like, they're obviously giving them the satisfaction and the attention that they're looking for. That keeps the wheel rolling. No. I'm who I am, man. I don't give a fuck. I like fake tits. Again, I grew up on porn and all that shit. Like my idea of sex is not necessarily healthy. I'll admit that. I'm okay with the fake tits, but yo, I've seen some beautiful girls ruin their faces with this, yo. You're fucking squirting the PB&J into your lips. I'm sorry, but you look like a fucking clown. There are some examples, and it's the exception, not the rule. In my opinion, it's my opinion. You don't have to agree. If you don't want to, that's your right. But to me, It's like, back in the day, we would like the duck face was the thing, and it was like a thing. It was a fad, and it kind of died out. And then you'd have people making fun of the duck face. Duck face is like a derogatory, to like say like, yo, like you're kind of what's this shit? Well, now like you got the fixated the cemented duck face. Like, yo, you don't. I've seen some beautiful girls, just even in my city, which is small, ruin their faces, getting the PB&J in their lips. It does not look good. You were beautiful. You did not need that shit. Now, it doesn't matter what I think, and it's not up to me. If that's what makes you happy, or you're trying to make your man happy, or your woman happy, whatever it is, like, that's cool. Who am I to judge? And you turn this off right now. What the fuck do you care what I think? But what I think is that it looks trash, dude. I haven't really seen that many examples of it actually looking good. Actually, it being successful. Now, what's the maintenance on this shit? Are you gonna have to get plugged up and poked up to get the PB&J in your shit, to get you jelly, to get you right for like the rest of your life, to maintain this shit? Cause it don't look good, baby girl. If you need to pump the tits up, like, oh, that's cool. But these lip injections, son, like, I haven't seen it done. It's so obvious and it looks so unnatural. Granted, the fake tits look unnatural, but like, I like that shit. You're not trying to please me. If it makes you happy, cool. Do it. Do what makes you happy. I think it looks fucking. It's a circus out here. You did not, especially like I said, man, some beautiful girls, and you were looking right in the face already. But then you had to fucking take one to the lip, and you're looking foul. And the fucking the loaded diaper. I don't know, man. Back in the day, it wasn't really like that. Let's keep it a stack again. Hip hop culture. Black women that got that thing on them, for the most part. So hip hop culture has really influenced all this shit. White girls getting that thing, getting it packing. I don't know if it's real. I don't know if it's fake. And I've never actually really dealt with one of them in real life. I mean, I'd like to, but like, I know I've heard accounts from, just interviews with like rappers or like Nick Cannon. And he's like, yo, it kind of feels like you shift the whole thing up and it feels like it moves. It moves. You can't beat it the same. So, yo, like, again, you're thinking short term. What's the long term, baby girl? What's the long-term maintenance on this? What's the there's a tax. Like, what's the tax like? Like in the future? Is it gonna, like, what's gonna, I don't know. It's not my thing. Luckily, I'm pretty blessed in the mouth. I got that Latino blood, so like my lips are pretty good. Not that I would ever even think about doing shit like that, but like, I'm pretty good in the mouth. I had braces though too, because I sucked my thumb till I was like 9. And they say, and this is true for me when it came to that, the best time to break a habit is when you're on vacation. Now, I don't really know like all the build out or the ins and outs of it, but from what I understand and what I've heard, the little that I do understand, because I'm a Neanderthal, is that something with your brain being more susceptible to change when you're kind of out of your element, and like it kind of sits different when you try to break a habit when you're on vacation, because you're just more prone to change. So I sucked my thumb till I was like 9. I had the spreader here and the buck, and it was not good. And I remember because we moved here from California. I think the first time when we went back, when my grandpa Tom, he died, and we went back, and I just remember because I would never suck my thumb in school because I was embarrassed and ashamed by it. So like, but I'm gonna go home, it was on, yo. It was just thumb in. It created like a bump on the thumb that I sucked, and it fucked my teeth up. So I had to get braces. But again, on the vacation, when we were going back down to Cali, going back, like I made an effort to like, yo, I gotta put this shit down. Like I'm about to hit the double digits. So like I'm 9. Like son, like I think about this when I'm at school, how I want to get home, how when I get home, or when I get away from the kids, or I'm in the car when Mama Nev is coming to pick me up. It's like it's the thumb, it's on. And it was like, yo, it's not really cool. Like that's not cool. It's fucking up my teeth. It's fucking up my vibe. It's fucking up my thumb. Like, yo, like this is not even like, yo, like you can't, nah, this can't go on. I can't hit the double digits and be the big 1-0. Like son, like we gotta get rid of this shit. So I did on a vacation. So like I know I've experienced that. It's like real shit. So like that's just a little piece of you like information. Like do with it what you will, but like it's true. And like so that's always stuck with me because like I like to commit to getting in shape. So ever since then, knowing what I know about that, like I try to make sure that I hit the gym or find a gym or work out, get something in when I'm like out of town to cement in my mind that, yo, like this is what you want to do. This is what you should be doing. Like don't let the fact, because that's the other thing, people tend to get lazy on vacation or they're drinking and their diet seems to go south because it's a lot less convenient to eat well. You're eating fast food, you're eating out, all this shit. Like, yo, son, just make sure that you're committing to the physique so that it cements it in your mind that, yo, this is not just a fad for me. This is what I want out of my life forever. Like, because you will get the most out of your efforts when it's not short term. That's why diets never work out. That's why diet's not really a good word. They never work out. They're short term. You have a short term goal, you get to it, chances are most people fall off after it's done, and they fucking fall off harder than ever. So I try to stay committed when I'm out of town to at least like, yo, find a gym. Because brother, this is what you want. It's the one thing that I've been able to commit to for and I've fallen off, but it's the one thing that I always come back to is trying to get in shape. Because I know what it's like to be self-conscious about my body. You may not think that I would be now because I'm not overweight and I'm in shape. But like I work my ass off to stay there. I've always like looked the same. People tell me that when I see them like, and they haven't seen me since high school, it's like, yo, you look the same. Well, again, I got that Latino blood, like son, like my parents look great. And I'm gonna look young for probably a long time. So that's genetic. But I try to stay in shape because I want to look good for me. I want my presentation to be good, at least in my eyes, because I don't know what other people think. But to me, it looks good. And I want to look good. And I want to stay that way. And I want to, that's just me. So don't fall off when you're on vacation, man. Commit to what you want to commit to. Deep down, you know what you really want. You don't need someone else to help you, because if that's your excuse for not being successful to reach your goals, is that someone won't come and help you, you don't have a gym buddy, it's just the telltale sign that you don't really want it as bad as you say you do. Sure, you need some education on how to get there, but yo, YouTube, it's open season on YouTube. You can find anything. Credible too. And don't let anything get in the way of you subscribing to the channel. Tsunami Chavez, hit the like, it's free. Hit the dislike, it's free. Leave a comment, it's free. Subscribe, it's free. You don't have to watch. You probably should. I want you to, but subscribe. Share it with the homies. Share it with the lady bros. Like, if you care at all about what I'm saying or agree at all with what I do here on this channel, hit the subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, leave a dislike, get me in the algorithm. I appreciate it. I appreciate you if you're here with me. Let's get this money. This many.